Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So the How to Train Your Dragon live action movie is finally here. And just when you think the adventure's over, there's a post-credit scene that changes everything. Today, we're breaking down exactly what happened in that final moment, what it means for Hiccup, Toothless, and the future of this franchise. You don't want to miss this. This time around, Hiccup and Toothless are back on the big screen for a live-action adventure. The 2010 animated film that started a brand that a whole generation grew up watching is reimagined in DreamWorks' first ever live-action adaptation, How to Train Your Dragon. A whole new generation is now able to enjoy the well-loved tale of a kid and his dragon. Similar to the animated film, Hiccup and Toothless experience an emotional roller coaster as he tries to show his family that they can make friends with dragons, and that they don't have to kill them. Yes, and they can also ride them if they have the same talent as Hiccup. These days, however, the most important question that moviegoers want to know is whether there is a scene after the credits have rolled. Let's talk if you recently finished watching How to Train Your Dragon and would like to know. There will be spoilers, though, so be prepared. In the live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon, there is, in theory, a scenario that occurs after the credits have rolled. However, there is no new footage in the sequence, which barely lasts a few seconds. We must enter the realm of spoilers to clarify our meaning, in case you're curious about what occurs and what it signifies. How to Train Your Dragon's post-credits scene, which is effectively a continuation of a sequence we saw earlier in the film, occurs after all of the credits have rolled. There isn't a mid-credits scene. The Book of Dragons is open at the page that Hiccup left it on while reading, The Night Fury, and it is positioned on the same table as in the previous scene. Since no one on the island of Berk had ever seen a Night Fury before Hiccup, the page remains largely blank and lacks a depiction of what one looks like. Hiccup then spreads his notepad out over the pages to reveal his drawing of himself, which he had done not long after he first met his future best friend. After a little pause, it fades to darkness. Since we already know that How to Train Your Dragon 2 will be adapted into a live-action film and released in 2027, there is no need for a teaser of the adventures that await Hiccup and Toothless next. We can just watch the original 2014 sequel if we want a sneak peek at what to expect. There you have it then. Although there is a post-credits sequence in How to Train Your Dragon, it is merely a confirmation that Hiccup will be the one to add the Night Fury's image to the Book of Dragons, and does not hint at what will happen next.